Smacznego. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing something very exciting and missed. I'm doing another cooking video, and not only any cooking video, but I'm going to show you a recipe for a traditional Polish soup called Żurek. I did say that I would make a recipe for a pea soup, but we fancy Żurek and we had the ingredients for Żurek, and it's even more exciting because it's a typical Polish soup. You will not find it anywhere else. Żurek, that is basically a sour rye soup with some sausage and bacon. It's a different kind of soup, and the ingredients you need are as follow. You need some sausage, around 200 grams, which I have here, real traditional sausage, some bacon, also around 200 grams. You will also need a few onions, a few pieces of garlic, cream or yogurt. We always use yogurt. We rarely buy cream, so a few spoons, around 200 grams of yogurt. You will need some rye flour, some spices, and also zakwas na żurek, which is basically a sourdough starter, and it contains water, rye flour, wheat flour, garlic, marjoram, bay leaves, and allspices. And this is something that you can do by yourself. We buy it here because it's very cheap. It costs less than 2 zł, and there's no need to do it by yourself. But if you live abroad, you will probably not find it anywhere unless you have a Polish shop. This is something that you can make yourself. I will also put the recipe or the link in the description box below. You basically use a sourdough starter, and you add garlic and some spices, and you let it sit for a few days, and voila, it's done. And final thing you need is a few spoons of horseradish. We made the horseradish ourselves this time. It's a wild-grown horseradish that we picked a few days ago, but you need also a few spoons of those, and all the ingredients will be on the screen, as always. So here we have around 200 gram bacon. You cut it in small pieces like that, and you fry it with a little bit of oil. Then you will fry the sausages, which you cut in small pieces, and the onion as well, 1 onion. We have 3-4 pieces of garlic. You can have less if you want, 1 onion, the sausage. When the bacon is a little bit fried, then you add the sausage and the onion, and it's important to start with the bacon. It will give flavor to the whole soup. You can fry for around 15 minutes. 3 ingredients until everything is ready. This is all fried up, and I'm going to add cold water from the tap, around 4 liters. Now it's going to boil for around 20-30 minutes, and we add also marjoram. It's very important in this soup, and we add 2 big spoons. Actually, you can add a 3rd one. This is all, as you can see. We decide how much on the go, but approximately like that. So it's going to boil now, medium heat, 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll continue with the rest. And fun fact, actually, even though I'm Polish, I I never tried this soup for all my life. My parents never cooked it, and only after I met Bola, my husband, and he really liked this soup, even though he's not Polish, we started to cook it at home. So I think it's something that foreigners will really enjoy. The soup has boiled for around 30 minutes, and now I'm going to add the sourdough starter with spices and the garlic, which you can make yourself or buy. I'm going to add horseradish, I'm going to add garlic and some more spices. I'm going to pour it slowly and stir. Time for the horseradish. We made it ourselves, as I mentioned, and it's not very strong because the horseradish root is the strongest in spring, not in autumn, and we picked it a few days ago. So I'm thinking of adding almost everything. I did say you should add around 3 spoons, but only if the horseradish is very strong. Otherwise you can add more, so around 5-6 spoons. Squeezing out 4 pieces of garlic. I'm adding some spices, so this is ziele angielskie, apparently called allspice. In English, I don't know. Called pimenta in Spanish. So I added a few of the allspice. I'm also adding salt, a few pinches. I will do a taste test and check later, and some pepper. We already had the marjoram before, and we're almost done with the main things. So now all these things that I added, the zakwas na Żurek, the sourdough rye spicy starter, horseradish, spices and garlic. So all of this that I added is going to boil now again for around 20 to 30 minutes. So I will leave it. So good. I think it's perfect. And now it has boiled for around 30 minutes, and now time for the last step. I've made my mixture. It's around 200 grams of yogurt. You can use cream, some water, and around 3-4 tablespoons of wheat flour. Let's add a light. I think I said you add rye flour, but you actually add wheat flour. You could add rye flour if you want, but you have rye flour in the sourdough. So I'm going to add that. It has to have the consistency of pancake batter. I'm adding it, and I will stir, and it can boil for another 10 minutes and it's ready. Yum, yum. So good. Let it boil for 10 minutes. Time to eat. As you see, I've added an egg because that's how you can serve it to make it more hearty, and it's perfect. It's healthy, it contains healthy sourdough, zakwas żurkowy, which is sourdough for Żurek. It contains lots of garlic, which is antibacterial and strengthens your immune system, and lots of horseradish, which is also antibacterial and strengthening, and has lots of vitamin C. It's hearty, it's warm, it's a perfect soup for autumn. Smacznego, as they say in Poland. Make sure you're subscribed if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. This is so yummy.